Hey everyone, my name is Wedge. As you may have noticed, Wizards of the Coast decided that this week was the perfect time to throw the kitchen sink at us in terms of announcements. In case you missed any of that craziness, you can check it out right here. New sets, new supplemental product announcements, there's a lot there, trust me. If you didn't see it, you gotta catch up. One of the biggest announcements that came out of this week was Commander Anthology. So in this video, we're going to talk about the set, what's in it, and ultimately if it's worth buying based on current financial value. If you enjoy videos like these and want more of them in the future, be sure to hit that like button, it helps out a lot. Commander Anthology is releasing June 9th of next year. Like Dual Decks Anthology, the idea of the product is to bring multiple decks together to buy in one easy transaction. You get a huge influx of already playable decks for what is supposed to be a fair price. While we don't have any pictures to look at or product designs or any idea about the product's availability, we do know two things. We know how much it's going to cost, $165 MSRP, and we know what's going to be in it. 4 previously released Commander decks: Heavenly Inferno, Evasive Maneuvers, Guided by Nature, and Plunder the Graves. This is all the information we need to figure out if this product is going to be worth it. Let's dive right in. The first deck included in the product is Heavenly Inferno, a Mardu Commander deck released in 2011. Yeah, it's been a while. If we're going to look at financial value plus valuable reprints, we might as well start at the top. Kaalia of the Vast is the premier commander in this product. Kaalia has only ever been printed in this product plus a Commander's Arsenal reprint, which did not help the price at all. Sitting at its highest price of all time, Kaalia will cost you around $40 right now. And as she's one of the most popular commanders of all time, this is a real issue. Her reprint in this product alone will certainly help that price, but be assured, this commander already makes you back 25% of the MSRP. Haven't even gotten to the deck yet. Seems decent. As far as the actual deck is concerned, the 2 supplemental commanders are Tariel, Reckoner of Souls, and Oros the Avenger. Oros is worth basically nothing, while Tariel does cost around $4 right now, so that's nice. As far as value reprints in this set go, Path to Exile is a nice inclusion, sitting around $10 right now. Lightning Greaves is $4 and has always been a commander staple. Sol Ring gets another classic reprint at around $3, which isn't too bad. Besides these, there are a few more standouts. Stranglehold is a super popular commander card sitting at $10 right now. It's played in thousands of red decks and has only ever been printed in the original Heavenly Inferno set, so it's a welcome reprint. Mana Charged Dragon is around $5, Mother of Runes is $3, Achroma Angel of Fury is $4, Angel of Despair is $4, and Dread Cacodemon is also around $4. We're leaving out another, 80 cards in the deck, but with just these cards I mentioned, that's already $51 in addition to the $40 that Kaalia demands. That's already $90. In the first deck, you're already over halfway there. So much value. Also, just a nice little tidbit of info, if you want Heavenly Inferno sealed, like the original, it's going to cost you over $100, just straight up. $160 for 4 decks doesn't seem so bad now, right? Let's move on. Next up on the list is Evasive Maneuvers from the Commander 2013 set. This is where things take a bit of a turn. Derevi, while being one of the most popular and powerful commanders of all time, is still worth barely $1. It's been printed relatively recently. You can still get copies online for MSRP. It isn't too difficult to get your hands on this product sealed. The supplemental commanders, Rune of the Hidden Realm and Rubinia Soulsinger, same deal. Recent printings, both under $1 despite huge popularity. As far as useful reprints are concerned, the set doesn't have the kind of oomph that Heavenly Inferno had. Let's explore that a bit. The most expensive reprint in the entire deck, all 100 cards, is 1000 Year Elixir. Now don't get me wrong, the card is around $5 because it's stupidly popular in Commander. Like, thousands upon thousands of players use the Elixir, it's amazing. It's in anything from Krenko to Vorl of the Hallclade to Phoenix to Rune, the card gets around. So it's nice that it's getting reprinted. But after the Elixir, we're looking at a bit of a wasteland here. I mean, Sol Ring is always nice, of course. Karmic Guide, Flicker Wisp, Angel of Finality, and Merc Fiend Liege are all a couple dollars, but when it really comes down to value, to dollars and cents, Evasive Maneuvers is worth very little on its own. Of course, even at $25 sealed, that does bring our total to $115 for both this and Heavenly Inferno, and we still have 2 decks left to go, so we're not in bad shape yet. One last thing to keep in mind. While the cards in this particular deck are cheap, they're also very useful. Most of these cards see wide play in Commander, so when it comes to playability, Evasive Maneuvers is a slam dunk, something to keep in mind. Let's take a look at what we have next. If Heavenly Inferno had a lot of value and Evasive Maneuvers didn't have much, Guided by Nature is the ultimate middle ground. This Mono Green deck from Commander 2014 is the third deck being included in full in Commander Anthology. In case you haven't played with this deck before, it's all about elves. Elves for days. Played a lot of elves, use a lot of mana to play giant beasts and hydras, relatively straightforward. If we're talking about value, these sealed products are still pretty easy to come by. Commander 2014 isn't that old, and you'll actually see copies of these in big box stores, but if we're talking value, Guided by Nature not only lives up to the MSRP, it exceeds it wonderfully. Freyalise Llanowar's Fury is sitting at $11 right now as the premier commander of the set. Included in thousands of elf decks, ramp decks, most green strategies to be honest, Freyalise is much higher in price than the average commander from Commander 2014. $11 is quite steep for being such a new print. Having this reprint is certainly going to help that price while giving you a lot of value in the box. The supplemental commanders are Azuri Renegade Leader, worth almost $5, and Titania, Protector of Argith, worth almost $7. As far as usable commanders are concerned, Guided by Nature did real well here. If we look at the rest of the deck, there isn't anything too exciting, but there's plenty of incremental value. Jiraga Warcaller is $3, Priest of Titania is $3, both Imperious Perfect and Lifeblood Hydra are $2 each. Immaculate Magistrate, Elvish Archdruid, along with Commander Staples, Song of the Dryads, and Soul Ring, all around $3. Even the lands have value. Guided by Nature comes with a Ghost Quarter, Oran Reef the Vastwood, and a Myriad Landscape. That's $6 in non-basics. Better than average for a lot of these sets. If you're looking to tally up value of everything we just went over, plus the handful of $1 cards I didn't mention, Guided by Nature is going to be worth around $60 to $65, maybe even a bit more. With just the cards we spoke about, that's $51 straight up. And when you add that to our previous total, that gives us $166. Boom, there's MSRP right there, mission accomplished. Everything from this point on, gravy. The last Commander product included in Commander Anthology is Plunder the Graves from the most recent Commander supplemental release. You may be thinking, but Wedge, this product was just released and is definitely still available in stores. How can this be worth anything? I'll tell you how. Friggin' Marin of Clan Neltoth, that's how. The card has barely been out a year, and Marin is already one of the most popular commanders ever made in the history of the format. Ever. Just ever. Think about that. That's how popular it is. And while copies will only cost you around $7 to $8 right now, can you imagine what that price is going to be in a few years? I mean, seriously, think about it. Look at Kalia, super expensive. Animar only printed once, super expensive. Look, there is value in reprinting cards before they can do some real financial damage. This is preventative medicine. Marin needs to be controlled or we're all screwed. Besides Marin, the other two commanders, Gerard Golgari Lichlord and Mazarek Krull Death Priest, are both worth a non-zero amount, so they're nice to see, and they both see a lot of play, so good to have them back. While the rest of the product doesn't have anything super ridiculous, there is value here. Eternal Witness, Lightning Greaves, Mycoloth, and Eldrazi Monument are all worth around $3 to $4 each. Pathbreaker Ibex is worth a couple bucks. Scourge of Neltoth is over $1. Soul Ring, again, great value there. Command Tower and High Market are both nice. Where the real value lies in this set, everything barely under $1. There are a ton of great cards in this deck that most players forget about because they aren't worth $1. But when you add them up, things look good. Think I'm joking? Get ready for a bombardment. Lotlith Troll, Wall of Blossoms, Bloodspore Thrynax, Shriekmaw. That's almost $4. Skull Clamp, Dread Summons, Thought Vessel, Wretched Confluence, that's another $6 by the way. So even just these cards, just these adds another $10 in value to the deck. With all that together, the deck is worth around $50. And remember, this is all gravy. We hit MSRP with Guided by Nature. So the way I see it, Commander Anthology is bringing us $216 in value for $165. Let's wrap up with some financial truths. Players love building commander decks. They do. That's one of the best parts about the format. But come on, even you have to admit that building entire 100 card decks can take time. Commander Anthology is giving you 4 already made decks that you can pull from whenever you want. The decks are guaranteed to be synergistic and guaranteed to contain format staples. Let's say you and a few friends love playing Commander. Split this! 4 players paying $40 each for this product is a steal. Buy it for your playgroup. You and your friends new to Commander don't know where to start? Chip in together, start here. You're getting 4 Commander decks with outrageously powerful legendary creatures, a ton of staples, and a lot of fun built right in. The convenience is unbelievable. When it comes down to it, it is an expensive set, but you're getting more than you think, and if you split it with your friends, the value becomes crazy good. It's just a couple of thoughts for you. Now that we've finished going over everything in Commander Anthology, what do you think? I won't lie, going in I actually thought the decks weren't going to get anywhere near the MSRP of the product, not at all. I was pretty positive it was going to be a huge fail, but after actually looking at the numbers, I'm okay with it. It's over $200 in value in a $160 box, the math checks out. Again, I need to know what you're thinking. Is this a set that you would buy? Would you think about purchasing it with some friends? Is this even on your radar as a possible purchase? Really interested to hear what you have to say. As always, be sure to subscribe for the latest and most reliable Magic the Gathering information you could ever need. This is the Mana Source, I'm Wedge. Thanks for watching, we'll see you next time. This video is brought to you in part by TCGplayer.com. We've been talking about Commander so much, it really makes me want to build another Commander deck. I really should just build Marin of Clan Neltoth. It's already stupidly popular and a ton of fun to play. You want to build it? This is your lucky day. Despite being outrageously popular, Marin is still around $7. That is a great price for such a popular commander. Don't want to build Golgari shenanigans? I don't blame you. How about something a bit more pretty? Derevi is incredibly powerful and infamous as a commander. You can get copies of the Bird Wizard right now for 90 cents. 90 cents! For one of the most popular commanders of all time. Seems like a decent deal, right? Get some commander goodies, help the channel, we all win. Enjoy.
What?